oh boy, motherfuckers. Are you guys in for a treat today? For the first time ever in the history of the hater, we're doing 50 reasons why someone rules. I guess next I need to do a 50 reasons why someone sucks ass. So please leave a comment explaining who you would like for me to talk about and do 50 reasons why they suck. Also, cucks, subscribe and like my videos, motherfuckers. Leave a comment. Help your boy out. The hater's trying to get big up in this piece. Now, reason number one why the Big Show, the subject of this video, is cool. Well, it's the Big Show. All right, that right there is enough reason why the Big Show is awesome, okay? The Big Show has always been great because of his theme song, which is very iconic at this point. Reason number two, he is great on the mic, motherfuckers. Nobody ever talks about this, but he is great on the mic. Big Show, in my personal opinion, one of the most underrated mic guys ever. Like, he's never screwed a promo up. I know he hasn't been given much to say, right? But when he has, he's done a great job. And more on that later here and there, cuts. Reason number three, he is one of the most charismatic wrestlers of all time. You heard that right, motherfucks. He is by far the person that gets the least credit for his charisma. In this world where we have to pretend that CM Punk, because he complains, is charismatic, or MJF, because he complains and makes fun of the town he's in, is charismatic, we forget about real charismatic motherfucks like Big Show. Here's how I know. Every time I watch wrestling with someone that doesn't watch wrestling and the Big Show comes on, every time people are like, wow, that guy's cool as shit. Every time, motherfucks. It's easy for wrestling fans to forget how important Big Show was during the highlight of wrestling. In my personal opinion, the Big Show and the way that he was booked and handled is one of the main reasons why WWE defeated WCW. Reason number four, he always innovated new moves that he didn't need to innovate, right? Remember the Final Cut? You know, he was doing that shit before he was big in Japan. He did the alley-oop. He did so many things that he did not need to do. He could have just literally rode his entire career off just the chokeslam, right? Even the WMD, which is just a punch, right? He didn't need to do that. He could have just done the chokeslam for his whole career, but he still innovated. That's why I like Big Show, motherfucks. Reason number five, he is objectively hilarious, right? Think about all the times that Big Show has been involved in hilarious moments in WWE TV. We're going to go through some of them, motherfucks. Here's one. Reason number six, he allowed Mr. McMahon's face to be buried in his ass by Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Reason number seven, he allowed Eddie Guerrero to shoot him with a stream of shit. You understand me? Reason number eight, he was part of that very same underrated feud with Eddie Guerrero, where he was given laced burritos, which gave him explosive diarrhea, right? This feud is always shown as like a highlight reel of Eddie Guerrero's career, but Big Show was the other half of that. Let's give him props. And I remember I was there. I think I drove to, I didn't drive. My parents drove me to Baltimore to go and watch, what's it called? No Mercy or something. And Eddie Guerrero lost to, what's his face? To Big Show. He lost the U.S. title to Big Show. I believe it was then. It could be it might have been another thing. I don't know. What the fuck? It was a while ago, cucks. Reason number nine. He has had several classic matches, including ones with people like Sheamus, a bunch of multi-man matches, and many where he has actually had to wrestle for long periods of time. He is great for doing that. He's always stood out in those matches. Reason number 10. His feud with Cucky Rhodes was memorable, and nothing about Cucky Rhodes is memorable, so therefore it must be the Big Show putting his monkey ass over in that feud, even though Cody lost the feud like he should have. Here's some of my favorite reasons. Reason number 11. Without the Big Show, The Rock would not have become what he is today. Without the Big Show, Triple H would not have become what he is today. Without the Big Show, Kurt Angle would not have become what he is today. Without the Big Show, Brock Lesnar, motherfucks, would not have become what he is today. And here's a bonus reason. I didn't even put this in here. Without the Big Show, John Cena wouldn't have become what he is today, motherfucks. Reason number 15. According to Jinder Mahal, the Big Show allowed Jinder Mahal to body slam the Big Show in some random event just to put over Jinder Mahal's strength, right? In order for someone to body slam the Big Show, the Big Show's going to do most of the work. And he allowed Jinder Mahal to do it. Not only that, he suggested it. Jinder Mahal sounded appreciative, and so am I, cucks. Reason number 16. His feud with Big Boss Man was amazing. The whole point was Big Show's father had recently passed away, and Big Boss Man crashed the funeral and ruined the funeral, right? Then Big Boss Man would just call Big Show a bastard. He revealed that Big Show's father was not actually his real father. This was great Attitude Era stuff. Big Boss Man, rest in peace, my friend. The Big Show really carried himself in that feud, and it was great. The Big Show winning, reason 17. The Big Show winning Survivor Series match by himself was amazing. Later on that night, I believe it was that same event, he won the WWE title for the first time from Triple H and The Rock. Reason number 18. The Big Show's shirt that said Big Show on it and had an arrow pointing to his penis was hilarious, and it also spurred a very short-lived creeper version of the Big Show gimmick, where he was like really interested in Trish Stratus and he was creeping on her, and she was saved by like Jeff Hardy, who then got his ass whooped by Big Show. It was great stuff, believe me, motherfucks. Reason number 19. Where are we? Yeah, 19, motherfucks. The Big Show's facial expressions are top-notch. Go watch his facial expression of him being a creep. Go watch his facial expression of him awaiting Stephanie McMahon so he could chokeslam her. Great stuff. Big Show rules. Reason 20. He is one of the very few wrestlers who can play both a lovable face as well as a despicable heel. Reason number 21. Without him, a lot of the Vince McMahon stuff would not have happened, right? Oftentimes, the Big Show was McMahon's heavy, right? The only time he wasn't was when Umaga was the heavy, and we all know how shitty that was, motherfuckers. Reason number 22. His match with Zach Gowen and Stephanie McMahon, you can look this up online, on YouTube, is one of the best SmackDown moments ever, in my opinion. One of the best moments in wrestling history. And he was instrumental in that. Reason 23. Him beating Brock Lesnar was memorable. Reason 24. He is the sole reason why Kurt Angle became a legit main eventer. This is different than the other reason where I said Kurt Angle would be exactly the same person that he is. Without Big Show, in my opinion, Kurt Angle would have been this like one-time champ that was like a fluke champion, right? It was not until SmackDown when bald Kurt Angle beat the Big Show with help from Brock Lesnar that Kurt Angle was legitimized. At this point in time, motherfuckers, Kurt Angle became, I think, the highest paid guy in WWE, which led to him going to TNA and having the best years of his career. So, shout out to Big Show for letting that happen. Reason 25. When the Big Show was needed, he always came through. He is a great employee, motherfuckers. Reason 26. Here's an example of that. He was made to lose to Akibono at WrestleMania, although Big Show would murder Akibono. Reason 27. He was made to lose to Floyd Mayweather at WrestleMania, even though Big Show would completely murder Floyd Mayweather in 3 seconds if he so chose, including all of Mayweather's bodyguards. Reason 28. He had a stint where he would imitate other wrestlers, and he did not need to do this, but did it anyways, right? Think about all the jobbers that don't do anything and are monotone for their entire careers, like Karrion Kross. Big Show was not that dude. Reason 29. He was a key wrestler and a key player in the invasion angle. Reason 30. He was part of a great tag team in the tag team called Show Miz, motherfucks. He was part of a great tag team with The Undertaker, player. You know what I'm saying? He was part, that's reason 20, 30, what is that, 31, cut. 32, it's hard to keep track when you go over 25 reasons. Reason 32, he was part of one of the best tag teams of the time and ever called Jericho, motherfucks. Think about everything I just said. Think about how many memorable tag teams this fucker has been a part of and compare his tag teams, to the tag teams of Kofi Kingston, like Air Boom. Exactly, I rest my case. Reason number 33, he was not egotistical. He should have had more. He should have had more title runs, but he didn't. He never complained about this. He just stood there and was one of the best ever. Reason 34, he was huge yet athletic. Reason 35, my personal favorite on this list, motherfucks. He is the most believable wrestler literally of all time. There is not one person in the history of wrestling that is more believable than Big Show. As a matter of fact, if my life was on the line and someone said, pick one person you've seen on TV ever And this person in their prime is going to fight people for you. And if he loses, you die. I would pick the Big Show. I don't give a flying fuck what people say. Brock Lesnar cannot beat the Big Show. Maybe now, because Big Show is like 50 and like older. But in their primes, forget about it, motherfucks. This is where fantasies stop. It's like these dorks that are like, oh, John Jones would beat Tyson Fury. No, he wouldn't. Tyson Fury would flatten his ass out in 3 seconds. In the real world, size matters, motherfucks. And no one was bigger than the Big Show. The Big Show would be, the only one that might come close would be like a Braun Strowman type, where someone is that big and that freakishly strong, right? Brock Lesnar, Big Show would just stuff him with one hand and just throw him across the room, like no problem, right? Nobody had the size and strength that Big Show had. Big Show is one of the strongest people of all time. Simple as that, cucks. One of the most believable wrestlers ever, in my opinion, the most believable wrestler ever. And even if you say, oh, Brock Lesnar would beat him, let's say that's true. Doesn't matter. He would beat everybody else, right? We can agree that maybe Brock Lesnar, who is a freak of nature and a good wrestler, even though Brock Lesnar could never do like a single leg takedown on a 500-pounder like Big Show, there's zero chance. But maybe he'd have a shot, right? No way. People like Great Khali or Lashley even, or people that don't have like, or Kurt Angle, like, you know what I mean? Oh, he won Olympic gold medal. Yeah, not against the Big Show. He did it, motherfuckers. Big Show would murder him in a fight. Murder him. So that's another reason why I really like the Big Show. Reason 36, he did a diving elbow once. Think about that. Think about how many wrestlers refuse to go on the top rope. People like Randy Orton. I mean, he used to do a crossbody, but not anymore. He never goes to the top rope, right? Triple H. I don't think I've ever seen Triple H do a top rope move, right? There's so many wrestlers, The Rock, so many wrestlers that have had, Stone Cold, motherfuckers, so many wrestlers that have had careers and they've never had to even do a diving move. And Big Show is not one of them. So kiss his ass, cucks. Reason number 37. He once did a diving moonsault back in the day. And apparently, this was a regular move for him back when he was younger. Reason 38. He never had an issue with humiliating himself specifically to put someone over. Earlier in this video, I gave a list of the people that he put over. But forget about them. Think about everyone else that he's put over. You know, everybody recently, like Sheamus, fucking Randy Orton, motherfucks, Eddie Guerrero, Benoit. He let Benoit, who would end up being a murderer, throw him over the top rope at the Royal Rumble. In real life, the Big Show would grab Benoit by the neck, slap him across his murderous chest, and throw him like a piece of garbage outside of the ring if he wanted to. Nobody could fuck with the Big Show, cucks. Reason number 39. He put everyone over. It's not just these people. Everyone has beaten the Big Show, from Cody Rhodes to Kane to Viscera to Mark Henry. Everyone has beaten the Big Show, even though he is someone that no one should have beaten, motherfuckers. He is the Big Show. Reason 40. Even his new AEW theme is great, motherfuckers. That's how cool Big Show is. Even his AEW theme rules. Whoa, 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 whoa. By the same guy, I think, motherfuckers. Reason 41. He was screwed out of the Royal Rumble in 2000 and was never given credit for it. And aside from the little storyline where he kept asking for his spot, he never asked for credit about that. The record book should be switched. Clearly, The Rock's feet touched the ground first, so the Big Show should have won that match. Kiss my ass. Reason 42. He is by far the best big man of all time. By far, motherfucks. The only one that I would put close to him would be Kane, right? Undertaker, I don't consider Undertaker to be a big man, even though he was a large guy. He didn't really wrestle like a big man. The Undertaker just wrestled like the Undertaker. You know what I mean? He kind of did his own thing. Like, he was like the Undertaker would like go over the top rope, and he would do like dives, and he would do like submission moves, and he didn't wrestle like a big guy. But for me, my top 3 big guys: Big Show, Kane, and Abyss, motherfucks, from TNA. That's who I think are the best big guys ever, but Big Show is by far the best one. Reason 43. His chokeslam was the best chokeslam ever. Not only did he perform it better than Undertaker and Kane consistently because he's much, much stronger and bigger than them, but he would also drop down to his knees, right? When he did the chokeslam. He didn't need to do that. He needed to do that less than everybody else because he's bigger than everybody else. But despite being bigger, his chokeslam was more badass looking, right? Think about that. The showstopper chokeslam. Reason 44. His mini feud with Shaq was awesome for what it was. It was just a stare down and a classic promo between Jericho and Shaq. But that match should have happened, and Big Show deserved it because he has had a great career, and that would be a nice little feather in the cap to beat Shaq's ass. Of course, they probably have Shaq go over, but you know what I mean. Reason number 45. He could make the difference in any match or any storyline. Think about this. If you had, let's say you had, I don't know, the Radicals, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, Benoit, and Guerrero, and they were picking on, I don't know, Too Cool and Road Dogg, right? Three smaller wrestlers, right? And they said, you have to find another partner. If they found the Big Show, the dynamic of the match would change. Same thing if they found like Kane, right? If they found Mick Foley, it'd be like whatever. But if they found the Big Show, the dynamic of the match would change. So much so, motherfucks, that when the McMahons were feuding with DX, it was Vince and Shane and Big Show versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H, right? Vince McMahon and Shane were supposed to be these comedy characters that can kind of maybe hold their own a little bit, and Big Show was the heavy. He was the one that was doing the work, right? This would not work with literally anybody else. It would only work with Big Show, and that's why he is a legend. He's at 46. The Big Show on Netflix was great for what it was, and it made a lot of sense that the Big Show would have his own show. Because of his unparalleled charisma, I definitely tuned in to watch that show, and I loved it, motherfuckers. It was obviously corny comedy, but it's a sitcom, a family sitcom, and the Big Show is great for it. Reason 47. He was a big deal when wrestling was cool, motherfuckers. When wrestling wasn't the coolest, the Big Show was one of the main stars. Reason number 48. He has had a long-ass career, and he can probably still go because he's a big dude, and, you know, that shit never goes away, motherfuckers. Reason 49. He cannot be accused, like many other Attitude Era superstars, of having hogged the spotlight. If there's anybody in the history of wrestling that has not hogged the spotlight, it's Big Show. You had people like Kevin Nash, right, hogging the spotlight. Big Show would murder him. You had people like Shawn Michaels. Big Show would murder him. People like Hulk Hogan. Big Show would murder him. And all these people that Big Show could murder, and he put all of them over, motherfuckers. He didn't need to at all. And finally, motherfucks, we are left with our final two reasons. 49. Oh, we just did 49. Cucks, deal with it. I'll say it again. 49, he cannot be accused of having hogged the spotlight. Cucks. And reason 50, he could legitimize literally any wrestler of all time by putting them in a tag team with him, in a two-man tag team, I mean. He could legitimately take Funaki and become tag team champions with Funaki and be believable tag team champions that go on a long-ass winning streak. He could do that with anyone ever. Literally. You could have Hornswoggle and Big Show, Nicholas and Big Show, right? And he could, if the same way that Braun Strowman squashed Sheamus and Cesaro, if you had fucking, what's it called? Big Show doing the same thing, it would be believable. Also, think about that, motherfuckers. Braun Strowman won the tag team titles with Nicholas, but him and Ricochet are a jobber tag team, which means through the transitive property that Nicholas is better than Ricochet. But anyways, that's it. This is one of my favorite videos of all time now. Big Show rules. Shout out to him for giving me a great childhood, motherfuckers. I've always respected this fuck.